Get ready. It's time. Christina, Lisa, Amy, and Lauren. Welcome to the Cimorelli podcast.
Hey, I'm Christina.
I'm Lisa.
I'm Amy.
I'm Lauren.
And we're Cimorelli.
Hello.
Welcome back to
The
Cimorelli
Cimorelli.
podcast.
Lauren, what was that? What was
I
that?
thought we were all going to say it.
I'm not talking
what
the
I
rest of the
tried.
episode.
In what world do we all say
I
it?
don't know. It's just an
my
instinct.
Okay.
That's what I did.
I
And
don't know.
everyone
The way
jumped
that you
on
said
me.
it, you look like you were doing a spiteful thing.
That's what
Well,
I
I
thought.
did that once I realized no one was saying it. And you were like, how dare you? Then I was like, okay,
I thought you were trying to
I'll
roast
just go with it.
Lisa.
yeah,
was an
that's what I thought.
Oh, okay. So,
Guys,
hello.
do you hate this Joker? Vote in the comments.
Okay.
It's cute.
Anyway, hello, Patreon.
Oh, good.
Hey,
just a touch.
guys.
All right. Well,
Hello, Patreon. Welcome to a Patreon-only episode for our lovely patrons. We love you guys. You're the best.
The
Great,
reason
great,
for the
great.
season.
Welcome to Christmas season. Woo! It didn't just start.
That's my celebratory cheer.
Because this is more of a holiday-themed episode. We're talking about seasons. We're talking about Christmas movies. We're going to do our tier list of
Woo!
Christmas
Look,
movies.
You can't get. You have to. Okay, no. You can do whatever you want. But in my opinion, the max holiday cheer should come the 2 weeks before and the week and a half
Okay, wait,
after
we're going to
Christmas.
get into that. We're gonna get
Yes.
into
Well,
that.
I'm saying this is the right time.
I love
This is
hearing
the right
about
time.
the max holiday
Okay.
cheer.
I have a system. All
That
right.
sounds like something I would say, but it's from Lisa, okay?
What?
So listen,
What?
before we get to that, we got to talk about what we ate for breakfast, our usual
Oh my
beginning
God.
topic. So who wants to start? Amy?
Well, as you guys may or may not have guessed already, I ate avocado toast with goat cheese and eggs and arugula.
So strange.
It's so good.
Oh, I know what I ate.
No.
Gotta get the greens.
All right, I had half a bagel with an egg and avocado and some Parmesan cheese and some salsa and some orange juice and some coffee.
Okay, I actually did the most boring when I'm really tired. This doesn't almost ever happen, but when I'm really tired, I just grab a breakfast burrito from the freezer.
Whoa.
That's what I did.
This almost never happens.
That was it. Well, I'm just trying to be accurate.
Oh my gosh, there's a towel on the floor. My house isn't usually a
I'm
mess.
trying to be accurate because I don't do that every day.
Yeah, I know. Gourmet chef.
Yeah.
I don't want
The
you to
question
think
isn't
that's what I
what
do.
did you eat for breakfast every day? It's what did you eat for
just
breakfast
is
today?
Okay, well that's what
I'll
I did.
answer. I had a cherry chobani Greek yogurt, and then I had 2 beef sticks.
Ew.
What the heck?
sticks.
I know.
Why did you
Look,
have
I was
that?
like, I want some yogurt, and then I was like, I feel like I need a little salt. I need a little more protein, so I grabbed that. But it's really not my finest work. Not that I ever have fine work, but you know.
I think you do.
No, not like,
Okay.
oh, I had a avocado toast with tagine and an egg and blah, blah.
That's
Christina's
literally
like,
not that direct.
I'm the sous chef
Okay,
of
I
downtown New York.
Just like food to be very like
Fancy.
flavorful.
And fancy.
That's
bougie.
it. That's it. That's all it is.
I had some spam on a pork chop.
Okay, I didn't think that my food choices were that like extravagant until we
They
started doing the
are.
segment. Now I'm like,
Well,
what?
Also, you're talking to at least me, who my meals are the healthier equivalent of like Lunchables. Like,
Yeah.
it's already made. I just grab it and I eat it. And there's no preparation. There's no like this pairs with this. In the
A lot of mine are like hot
afternoons.
things, so they have to be made in the moment.
Oh my gosh! Catch my dead body cooking a meal. Okay, preparing a salad is like a
my
lot of
dead
effort.
Let's
Me-
catch Lisa's dead body preparing a meal.
It's a lot for me to chop up vegetables, cut up some pre-cooked chicken from the fridge, and put it in a bowl and add some dressing. That's like, I really don't have time to cook today. I'm not doing that.
Okay, so let's move on.
I mean,
then.
I
moving on. Let's move on to our 4 perspectives.
Ooh, what is it?
4 perspectives. How do you break up the seasons of the year? This is
What?
a real
Seasons of
conversation that we were having, so we're like, we need to have it on the podcast.
Okay, I don't understand.
You weren't
Clarify.
Yeah, I was saying you'll get
Freaking
it when
jerk.
we talk about it. Well, let's just start. Let's start, and then Lisa will get it.
Oh, great.
In everyone's head, you have your very own personal way of breaking up the seasons of the year. And you may not realize it's your very own personal way until you say it out loud.
Well, first of all, everyone also vote in the comments if my lips look blue. All right, keep going.
Everyone vote. Okay, so Laura, you want to go first? How you break up the seasons of the year in your head?
Wait, okay, I don't. Okay, go ahead. Let me hear what you're saying, then I'll get it because I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna start with.
Wait, weren't we talking about like holiday seasons?
Something on your head.
No, you're talking about all seasons, I think.
Yeah,
but it's kind of, but it mixes in.
It's a mixture of holiday seasons and
Wait,
what do
okay.
you call it? Weather seasons.
Okay, Lauren, give yours,
Okay,
and I'll get
so
the
look.
format.
I see like, okay, February to March is like winter part 2.
Oh yeah.
And then
What a weird place to start.
I know. I was like,
April-
why'd you start there?
because
Winter part 2?
because January is part of December. So
Okay,
just
okay,
hang on.
okay.
Okay, I'm starting in February. February, March is winter part 2. And
Which
then
I
like
agree with.
April through May is like pre-summer. And then June, July, August, September is summer. And then October is Halloween. And then November and December is Christmas. And there's a break for Thanksgiving for like 2 days. I would say the day before and the day of Thanksgiving. And then January is winter part 1.
Okay, Laura and I are very similar.
It's like fun winter, New Year's, woo, but February and March are winter part 2, bad times.
That is so true. Laura and I start the same. We don't end the same though, but that is so true. Okay, so I definitely also think that February, March is winter part 2, which I, by the way, hate so much.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Hate, loathe entirely, all that. Hate that so much. Definitely pre-summer, definitely summer, but this is where we part ways. So summer for me goes from January until June.
Summer goes from June.
So we're starting in June?
June. No, I already said I agree
start
with all
wherever you
Lauren's.
want.
Oh.
No, I already said I agree with Lawrence in the beginning. Then this is where we part ways. Summer for me goes until it's not warm anymore. So this year, summer went until September. Then in October, I'm like end of summer. And then I'm not really in fall until Halloween week.
Are you?
And I'm in fall, Halloween week through November. I'm like fall, harvest, Thanksgiving, beginning of Halloween. That's fall for me. And then it's over pretty fast right after Thanksgiving.
You have 2 weeks
then I'm
of
like,
fall.
kind of, yes. I'm like, that was good. Then after Thanksgiving, then it's like Advent, Christmas season, whatever. And that goes until Christmas, obviously. Well, really, it's supposed to go to January 6th. I'm trying to work on that, but it's really difficult. But in my mind, I'm just saying in my mind.
You're
then it's
emotionally.
like winter and like New Year's and goals and blah, blah, blah. And then February.
I love
Winter
February.
part 2. Maybe
February.
I can learn to
You're
like it,
just
but
a
right now I
blink
hate
away
it.
from spring.
Okay, for me, I'm just like,
yeah,
this is
but
the
it's
most
just
depressing,
pre-summer,
horrible
which
time
is not
ever.
summer.
Oh my gosh.
So that's my head. It's,
All
it's
right.
different from Lauren, but it's kind of similar.
You guys are wild. Okay, so I've realized every season kind of starts like a month early from like the, what do you call it? You know, the real date, like June 21st, summer starts. No. So, where do I begin? I guess we'll begin. Yeah, because January, that goes into it. Okay, so I guess February is winter part 2 for me. Just February, where it's like, it's cold, whatever. No. Okay, January and after the first week of January, right? We're starting mid-January until end of February is like just plain winter, regular winter for me. Then you get into March. Even though spring doesn't start till the end of March, I believe, like the 21st, it starts for me in the beginning of March. And it's always a letdown. I'm like, I'm so ready for the sun to come out and get warm. I love March. And then I'm like, wow, March kind of sucks. It's really cold.
It's cold.
But sometimes, because I go back to my camera roll so I can see what outfits I was wearing, sometimes March is warm. There were times where I was like, wow, it's like 65 degrees and I can wear a dress and I don't have to have a coat on, you know?
Yeah.
So I always give March a chance. And then April is also spring. Love April. Oh, the flowers on the trees everywhere. The weather's perfect for walks, blah, blah, blah. May is summer. I'm like anticipating it. It's coming. I'm like, oh, it's getting hot. It's not really spring weather anymore. It's like, and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to not do all these fun things I'm dreaming about that I won't do because it's too hot outside. But what? Yes, I firmly argue people like anticipating summer more than they actually like summer.
No.
Okay, I agree that anticipating is a great season in itself.
It's more than half of the enjoyment.
An amazing season
it
itself.
Is. But that's, hey, this is my part.
Everything I anticipate, I do because I don't anticipate that
that's
crazy.
That's why my seasons start early because I'm anticipating them. That's part of the season for me. So then summer goes until the end of August. Might have some like fall jitters, but it's not there yet. Even though it's hot as heck in September, like it like shivers in for a second, and I'm like, no, it's too hot. But I'm ready to start wanting it soon. September, I'm like, I'm not gonna get in the fall spirit until October. Wrong. As soon as the first week of September's over, after Labor Day, I'm like, oh, it's fall, and people start putting up their decorations. It's still hot, but I'm like, it's fall. September, October. September and October is basically fall. I try to stretch it into November, but it's really the flinter. It's the fall winter because it's freaking cold.
Wait, when is?
November is flinter. It's in between because it's like it's really cold, but you're not quite in that like December mood yet. But you're kind of close.
It's just so fall to me.
To me, it's really wintry. But it's not the February, January winter. It's the holiday winter. Okay.
What do you think fall weather is?
Like 2 weeks in October. That's the actual weather.
That's true.
Mentally, it's fall from September through October.
My tree in front of my house stayed green until November.
Yeah.
And fall leaves are supposed to happen.
Cold. No.
Yeah, aren't they supposed to happen in October?
Yeah, because it doesn't get cold. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to close this out. So November and December are holiday winter, and this is where the like moods of the seasons come in because I hold off on Christmas until after Thanksgiving, and I let it slowly creep in. But I really try to focus on my work, not get too excited, because I actually love when holidays creep up on me.
No,
not
Wait,
you.
You do?
Not you, because maybe I'll be like, okay, on the weekend I'm gonna go look at Christmas lights. I do things, but I don't do it all week long because I have to work, and I'm like, I can't just do it all the time. So then I'm done with working and there's 2 weeks, whatever, and I'm like, Christmas. And then you get the afterglow where Christmas is over, but you leave up the decorations for 2 weeks. And you're like, it goes into New Year's.
No,
and then
right.
Listen, New Year's goes into the first week of January. So like, I want to like go on a vacation then. It's still the holidays. I am not someone who's like, January 1st, I'm in the gym. I'm eating a salad. I'm not doing anything fun. It's like fun till her daddy takes the T-bird away, which would be the second week of January. And that is where winter starts. That's not holiday winter, regular winter. Get it? But the holiday afterglow is the key to life.
So specific.
Because you're like, you just had the holiday and you're not ready to let it go. So
and
you're
just kind of chilling.
Like when I would visit Sacramento,
bike rides or something.
You went to your New Year's parties and now you're like, let's get breakfast. Let's go like watch a movie at this person's house.
You're
Everything's so spur of the moment.
You're right. It's
no
like
one's
laid back.
like working. You're like soaking up those last times.
That's a good point.
Guys, don't. But if you rush the holidays too soon, you don't get the afterglow because you're already sick of it.
No.
Wow.
This is
for me.
Science.
Yes, it is.
It's a like fragile science.
It is. It's very specific.
I mean, I think you're right.
And that's what I thought about this year. I identified the afterglow because when I was pregnant, I was so ready for new things all the time. I need this. Now I hate it. I need this thing. Now I hate it. I like couldn't stop cycling through things like a madman. So I was like, I rushed into Halloween. Not Halloween. I wasn't pregnant then. I rushed into fall and Thanksgiving, and then I rushed into Christmas. And by the time they came, I was sick of it. And I didn't get any afterglow. The day after Christmas, I started wearing neons to prepare for summer. I was so out of my mind. I was like, winter's over, but New Year's Day was 70 degrees. I did get my summer for one day.
Wow.
Anyway, I learned my lesson. Okay. Even next time I'm pregnant, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be like, sit down and shut up, Lisa. It's not summer. It's December.
All right. Okay. What's yours? Let's hear it.
Okay. I have to start us off by saying I'm a bit trigged because this morning was dark and cold and it made me really sad. I think I have a very like...
It was sunny.
No, like 5 in the morning. Amy wakes up at the crack of dawn.
Okay. Yeah. But it was not that early. It was like
It was
6.
5.
Okay, anyway.
So,
Okay.
wait, are you
What's
starting
the
by saying you don't like winter?
I'm starting by saying I don't know. I'm triggered. So
Okay. She can't
first
think.
thing is I will say that January, February, first 2 weeks of March to me are like death, winter, gross. I hate it. I don't know how to dress. I feel like I can't leave my house. I feel trapped. I feel caged.
Oh my
I feel like I'm putting on 78 layers just to go for a walk. And there's just so many like threats of storms, of ices, of snows, and I just feel really uncomfortable and I hate it.
It sounded like you said ISIS, but I think you meant
Ice.
ISIS.
Ices.
Just ice.
What?
Ice.
No, just ice. Okay.
Look, I'm
Threat
so
of
triggered.
ice.
I can't even.
All
And
right.
it's dark in the morning, and I have to leave my home, and it's dark, and I'm sad, and I just hate it. And then I don't know how to dress, so maybe that makes it even worse. So I need to figure that out. And then it goes to the springity spring, which is like
when?
second 2 weeks of March into like end of April. And I love
agree.
the weather that time of year, actually. That might be the best weather all year long because it's warm enough to where you feel like, oh,
You
it's
can get a
warm.
tan.
I feel comfortable, but it's not so hot that you feel uncomfortable because you're suffocating in an oven of death.
Okay.
So that weather-wise, amazing time.
Wow, I love it.
Other than the weather, I'm not sure about the vibes that time of year, though.
It's not great.
It's not like my favorite vibe, but like the weather vibe, I'm getting really excited because it's warm finally, and I can like dress and I like know what to do. And then we get into where are we in April? May to meet summer. It's just summer.
Yeah, agreed.
May through probably middle of October is summer to me.
Wow.
Because it's
I
hot.
could get on board with that.
It's warm. It's hot. Like, I'm sorry. If I can't wear a jacket peacefully, it's not fall. I'm sorry.
I agree with
the vibes
you.
are like summer, and that's my favorite time of the entire
Wait,
year.
so it feels like summer in October.
Yes, because it's hot as heck.
100%.
It's like post-summer, but
You're
it's
wearing
not fall.
your summer clothes.
You are. You're still wearing
on
shorts.
your summer
and-
walks.
Yeah. And it's
guys
hot
are
out, and there's
wild.
sun, and I'm happy.
You don't
So
even like
true.
paint your nails black just to get in the vibes.
I paint my nails black like all year round.
Oh,
So
fine.
it doesn't
So
really-
true.
Yeah.
So then what?
So
When's fall?
That's my favorite time of the entire year, though, is May through October.
Well, that's you're pretty happy a lot of the time.
I
then.
kind of
It's the best
same.
time of the year, even though it's really hot and I get
Same.
uncomfortably hot. It's better to me than being uncomfortably cold. It makes me really
Same.
sad.
Wow.
Wow,
And there's
twins
sun,
again.
and I can go outside at night and go for walks, and it's fun and it's magical, and I can read at the pool.
Agree,
and then
agree.
they chain up the pool, and my life is sad. Agree. And then October, November is kind of like it's good, but it's kind of depressing because it's like I'm not like a harvest kind of gal. I guess I just don't know. It's like.
I'm not a harvest kind of guy.
It's like, okay, now summer's gone, and everyone's like, oh, boyfriend time. And you're like, I am an independent woman.
Not a thing. Listen, all
You
these
think
people,
that's
no,
not a
all
thing?
these people
Come on.
say that. No, I'm saying they say it, but none of them get
No, but
boyfriends.
it puts all this pressure
no,
in the
but it's like
there's
the
all this
time
pressure in the air.
of like couple things.
It's like a
Christmas
ticking
stuff.
time
Guys,
bomb.
there's a couple things for every day of the
No,
year.
but that
No,
you know,
summer, it's so
that's
much more fun
specific.
than-
I
to be
never
independent.
ever subscribe to that idea.
no,
Okay.
there's all this pressure that gets put on that time of the year by societal pressures. It's just
My
not fun.
single girl out dancing till 3 a.m. days were like October through March. The winter, the dead of winter was when I was like,
I don't get that.
it was
Mine
so-
are like summer.
because you go and you dance, you get really hot, and then you go outside and it feels good.
That's kind of fun.
Wow.
True.
That
True.
is fun.
very true.
It's so fun to
So-
go out in the winter because it gets dark early, so you don't have to be out as
It's
late.
fall
Alright,
to
take
me
us
is
anyway.
literally the last like 2 weeks of October, and then maybe like the first
We're
week
on
of
board
November.
there.
It's like
That's weird.
it gets really cold, and I'm like, this is winter. Winter has come.
I'm feeling fall vibes in the cold somehow. I don't know why.
I'm
That's a
not
good
feeling
point.
fall vibes right now. I'm feeling like
I feel fall.
death, sad, taxes. And then, yeah, just there's threats in the air and there's winds in the east. And it's just not like a
Of the
great
weather.
time. Well, of the weather, of
What about
societal
Christmas?
pressure.
What
Yeah,
about
tell us about your
December?
holidays.
December, I think it's going to be good, and then it never is.
Oh.
I never think, like, I like it. Like, don't get me wrong, I watch all my Hallmark movies, and I, like,
I
drown
gotta
my
take
sorrows.
you under my wing.
What do you think is going to be good and then is not good?
It's just like
what do you picture?
Do you think you're
well,
gonna do
we just
more than
work
you,
all
or-
the whole time, and then by the end,
it's the 1 month we only work half of the
we
month.
work
No, but we work-
until
we
most
do,
of the
like-
Christmas season is
Yeah.
gone, and then there's like 1 week before Christmas.
But that's
and
what
I'm
I'm saying.
exhausted out of my mind.
Oh, that's true.
And then I feel like I can't do anything, and then I'm
Yeah.
just like, I'm trying my best to be like
Festive.
happy, festive wench, but I can't.
Amy,
And
most
I
people
try.
don't get the week before Christmas off.
No, and I think that's great that we
she's
do
not
it.
talking
She's
about
saying
most people.
she
She's
wants
talking
to
about her.
enjoy it, but she puts so much into the first 2 weeks. She has to just recover.
Yeah.
Okay, so try to not
That's
do that.
valid.
This
And
year.
then I don't Christmas shop until the week before Christmas
Oh,
or Christmas Eve
Amy.
sometimes.
Okay, that is a problem.
Yeah, I don't really Christmas shop because I just go to the store, I feel the vibes, and I go in with no plan. No, nothing. That's just how I do it,
you
and I
as a
enjoy it.
planner, I
So
think
there's
it
some
would
ways to
benefit
improve
you
this for sure.
to plan ahead.
But I also don't like planning it because I like
Too
get
much pressure.
stressed.
See, I think you have to
it's a
overcome
vicious
that.
cycle.
I think
It
it'll make
seems
your
like
life easier.
if you
We'll see.
shopped earlier and then if you intentionally planned in more restful things in like the end of November, beginning of December, and like some things in the weekend that were like relaxing and Christmassy, like feed two birds with one stone.
Yeah, I love
Like
that.
you could do like a relaxing bath with a Christmas movie,
Ooh,
and
a
then like a
peppermint
spa
candle?
Which is what I
night.
do. It's just like it gets
I'm saying just try again.
do you decorate your
Try
house
again.
and your room?
I'll try again.
Like
I
it just
decorated
has to
my
be
room last
everywhere.
year, which was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, next
You
time
have to
try
decorate
this.
your room.
But also, it's like horrible things seem to happen to me in Novembers and Decembers, and it's like after it's the part where I crash after I liked a guy over the summer.
Oh.
Every year, basically.
Don't let him take
And
away
I-
your single girl party time.
I pretend that I'm happy until then, and I just can't pretend anymore.
Okay, there's another flaw in your plan. which you could
Identify and
fix.
express and release.
If you expressed more in October, November, you could really set yourself
Honestly,
up for
I
a
have,
better
to,
December.
I have to, for lack of a better term, pregame my emotions. I have to do it.
Okay, well, guys, we got to move on to the main
Yeah.
thing here, but that was
main
very
event.
intriguing. Very intriguing. So,
we have such different perspectives.
I know, I love hearing it. So, we're moving on to our Christmas movie tier list. This
Ooh,
may
so
be
excited.
the dopiest Christmas movie tier list you see.
Why dopey?
Dope?
Yeah,
Here's
what
why I
does
think
that
that
mean?
because we're not obsessed with being like having the coolest taste in Christmas movies or whatever.
coolest
These are
taste.
kind of a
Cool
dopey.
taste in
I
Christmas.
know- wait. I would
Lots
like to
of people
put
are
my-
obsessed with their taste
No,
in movies.
I would like to put
That
my
is a thing.
independent opinion out there. I don't think anyone watches a movie because they hate it, but they think it's cool.
I
I
do.
think people watch
Yes,
Christmas
they
movies
do.
because
I
they like
do.
them.
Oh no, Christmas
They're
movies.
popular because people like them.
There's no like highbrow vibe about them of like
Yeah.
for
There
Christmas
is.
movies.
Well, there may be some
What
that
is
are.
a movie that gives you cred for liking?
there,
For a Christmas movie,
there
like,
may be
hello.
some that are like supposed to be cool. Okay, let me give you the opposite example.
What?
When who was it that was talking about their stories about princess whatever?
Lauren.
Me.
That was the opposite of getting cred. So
Yes,
that
the
proves
princess
point.
switch.
But people are like,
no,
oh,
I can't
dopey,
believe
watch
there's
we
people
have on
like
here.
the Birds with Pie shout out. She's like, I love Hallmark movies, whatever, and everyone's like,
Yeah, they're the
yes.
best.
And
Yeah.
They're very beloved.
But I'm saying Lauren got roasted for that.
by one person.
By a
No.
few.
Yes, but I'm saying there's a split. There's a
No,
split.
yeah,
there.
there's
There's
definitely a
split.
split because a lot of
Okay,
people
that's
are
true,
on
that's
both
true.
sides.
See, she's
I'm
only
saying-
showing her low
Here's
light
my
reel.
example. If you say something old, like what is it?
It's a
wonderful
wonderful
life. And then if you say
People are like,
a
wow, nice.
Wait, you say princess switch. This is what people see it as. That's a classic old movie, and that's a dopey new. I don't think that. I'm
no,
saying
because you're using a terrible example. What if you said It's a Wonderful Life versus like the Christmas Chronicles? Who
Well, that's
hates that? It's
a different.
new.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's not just old and new. It's different.
Okay.
And it's
also
old
people-
versus
You get what
like
I'm saying,
low
right?
budget.
Yeah, people don't go into Christmas
But
movie
some people like
making
that.
to have street cred. That just
Okay,
never
all
happened
right,
and never
all right,
will.
all right.
Okay, I've been roasted for watching
Life
the
size
weird ones.
too.
I didn't, to be fair, I didn't say it was a good movie before.
Yeah, that's
I'd never
fine.
seen it.
Look, we all enjoy what we
Well,
enjoy.
that's proving my point, though. People do roast you for your taste in movies. It's a thing that happens. It's
Yes,
real.
no, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I don't think people avoid or lie about liking certain movies or like. You know
I
what
didn't
I
say
mean?
that.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying.
I think people really do like the ones that they're so popular.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I agree.
do people really
It's
like,
not like, oh, they're terrible. but
Miracle on
everyone-
whatever?
I guess.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually,
I don't
haven't.
recall seeing
I
it.
don't
not
think
bad.
I've seen
I
it.
don't know.
Whatever.
It's a Wonderful
Okay.
Life. Do people really like
I
it?
don't know that
people
one either. I've
do.
never
Yeah.
seen it. I don't
People
think.
do.
No, I mean like 80-year-olds.
Young people like it too.
That's true.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Okay, I'm just wondering.
Okay.
Anyway, it's just,
mayonnaise is a popular food.
No, I don't hate it. It's just
it's
like when you just listen to top 40 music and everyone's like, oh, you don't have cool taste. That's me. I just listen to top 40.
Okay, it's okay.
And people like to roast you for it.
This was dopey. Okay.
But I live my
I
life.
get it.
Yeah, this is
Okay.
kind of like a
Now.
top 40 thing, kind of
All
in a
right,
way.
I'll be the writer down of these.
Okay,
Wait, so
cool.
you're gonna say them, and then we're all gonna vote on what we think they are. All right.
And then we'll just find a place where it lands if you go with all of our opinions. Okay, so here are the tiers. It's the classic. I got this here. The classic tiers, as we know, are S is the top.
What does that mean?
I did not know that.
I don't know.
Okay, I actually did look up the
Supreme?
origin, and I don't really care. So that is the.
Did you
S
know
is
what it
first.
means?
I don't remember what it said. I didn't care enough. So then
all
S, A, B, C, D, E, F.
Oh, got it.
S through F.
Yes.
Interesting.
All right, Lauren's going to write down what we end up on. Ready? So we have to do this. We can't spend 100 years on each one.
Just
All right?
25.
So first, The Grinch.
Top.
S.
Top.
S.
Whatever the top is, it's there.
Oh, S stands for superb.
Tippity
S.
cat
Okay,
top.
what do you say?
Grinch is S.
Tippity
It's
top.
really good.
Collectively, we put it at
Top.
S.
That's easy.
All right.
Okay.
It's where these mid tiers are. Is gonna.
I
be
wrote
tricky.
The Elf. Elf.
F.
F.
I hate it.
Here's the problem. I haven't seen this in so long.
F,
Elf is the
F,
most cliche.
I
would
hate
say.
it. I've like so many times I tried to watch it and I literally couldn't get through it. I was like,
I need to
hate
watch
this.
it again because I don't know
no,
what I think of
you
it.
don't.
Here's my thing. I love Will Ferrell. I think he's hilarious. People hate on his Office episodes.
Really?
I don't know those.
Yeah, they're like, it was
I
so
don't
bad
watch
because
it.
they just love Steve Carell, which I do too. But they're actually really good. Anyway, I love Will
Okay.
Ferrell. I would put it at like B. I'm not like obsessed with it, but I don't hate it at all. Like I watched it a few years ago and I thought it was funny. I liked it.
Okay.
I
Love
don't know
Zooey
what to
Deschanel.
say.
She's
So
in it
what's
too.
an in between?
I
think
watched
you
it
should
once
watch
and I
it.
never watched it again.
I think
So
you should
that-
watch it again.
I do. I think I will watch it again this season, but
It's-
because I've never
It's
watched it
kind
again,
of wait. Does Nick like it?
I don't know.
I feel like he does.
I feel like he does.
Nick doesn't like Christmas movies very much.
Oh my gosh,
He doesn't like Christmas movies. I don't know why.
I
Wait.
think you should watch it because you might actually think it's funny.
Okay, so
It
if
is
we
funny.
say F, you say B, what do you say?
If I never watched it again, just based on that, I haven't watched recently, I say it's probably like a D since I never watched it.
What does that
Okay.
mean? It's bad because you haven't seen it.
Because I wasn't like, I gotta see it
Because you
again.
didn't want to watch it
Like
again.
The Grinch, I'm like, I need to
okay,
watch
okay,
this
okay.
1,000 times.
So then where
right.
should we put it then? D?
probably in the
Or
middle.
C, maybe. C is kind of
Okay.
a
Well,
good.
mine was D. Theirs was
I
F.
just
Okay,
really
then
don't
it's
like
D.
it.
Probably D.
It's D.
I just, I
Sorry.
Okay.
don't know. It just doesn't.
It's not good.
The Polar, is it called the, I want to put the before everything. I don't know if it
Express.
is.
Oh, that's the Polar Express, I think.
Polar
I say that's
Express.
A tier. I love the Polar Express.
I think it's like C.
I think it's
like
cute.
marginal.
I
It's not
love
like my
it. It's
fave.
so magical. It
If
makes
I was
me,
a
like-
kid, I would absolutely love it. Probably.
Okay. I get
Okay,
it.
I think Catherine hyped it up so much. Like it is the best award-winning
It's super
film.
magical.
She's obsessed with it so much that I think I
like
had
it.
expectations too high when I watched it. I felt like it was like, It was just kind of like watered down or slow or something.
Ugh,
but I don't
love
think it was
it.
bad. I would
So
put it at
cool.
C.
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
like
like
a C.
I wouldn't watch it on my own accord. I really wouldn't.
So I think that makes it like B tier.
I would put it on as
You know what?
magical background.
That is actually what I would say is like if you could go into another like universe or whatever, what would you go into? I would go into the Polar Express universe. It's so magical. I love
It
it.
is really cool.
Okay,
No.
wait. So you say
A.
and you say
C.
you
I
say
said C. It's just like moderate.
B. What'd you say?
I said A. So
Oh,
is that B,
B.
in between?
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take
we
it.
did watch this recently as a family. I think the Santa Claus.
Oh,
wait.
I love that
What's his
one.
name?
No, I don't remember that.
What the
Tim
heck is
Allen.
his name?
Pranks.
Yes, we did.
Oh,
But
Christmas
I
of
think
the Cranks
at least
is
some of
great,
us
too.
watched
I
it.
didn't watch it. I can't remember.
We watched it
You know
last
what
year.
Tim Allen?
Yes, I know the movie, but
Oh.
I can't remember if I liked
He's
it
like,
or not.
I can't
like
lose
it.
the weight.
I would say that's like
That's what I said when
And
I
he
was
knocks
pregnant.
him off the roof.
I really wanted to do a TikTok, but I was too out of it. Where you go, does this look like a little weight to you?
yes.
It's like a
yes,
big
yes,
bump.
yes.
That one to me is like A or B. Like, I love that.
I would say
movie.
it's like a C. Like okay, I'll watch
I
it.
think it's.
but not like dying to watch.
Wait.
I'm gonna vote C, neutral, because I don't remember if I like it.
Yeah,
or not.
C is like, I'll watch it, but I don't know if I'll ever put it on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's
you
a
have
good
Christmas of the
point.
No.
You should
All right.
add it.
Should I put that on
Yes,
there?
Christmas
that
of the Cranks
is one
is
I want to
great.
vote.
So we'll put that at C.
All right.
The Santa Claus.
Yes. Can
Like,
we vote on
it's
that
good.
one next?
Oh, yeah. Christmas of the Cranks.
Okay, Christmas of the Cranks.
I don't know what movie
Tim,
this is.
Another
Where
Tim
they're
Allen.
like,
Hold
Christmas
on.
is canceled.
Another Tim Allen classic.
canceled it?
Tim Allen, who's the Santa Claus, is him
Wait,
and his wife. I think it's Jamie Lee Curtis. Yes. They're like, we're not
Wait,
doing
are you
Christmas
sure?
this year. Yes, I just watched it last year.
It's
He's
so
like,
good.
Please let me talk. He's like, honey, what do you think if instead of Christmas we go on an island vacation, a cruise, and they get like fake tans and stuff.
Because their daughter's not going to be in town,
Yeah,
right?
their daughter's out of town. So like, we don't have to do Christmas this year. Save the money, blah, blah. And then
Go
she
on
comes back in
vacation.
town, and then they're like, we have to do Christmas. And they like steal a neighbor's tree, and they try to like throw together Christmas. And all the neighbors are really mad that they won't decorate. They're
Yeah,
like,
they like.
it's
Okay.
hilarious.
Cool.
I've seen
It's so
that,
good.
but
I
since I don't
love
really
it.
remember it, it's probably like a C. It's like it was fine.
think
I'll
it's
give
a
it an
C.
A. It made me laugh a lot.
I will never put it on purpose, but I think I would definitely watch it. It's fun. I'll put a C.
It's almost an S for me. It's
Oh!
so funny. I died
I love
laughing.
that movie. I would
Okay.
give it an A.
What did
You give
say?
it S. You
Yeah,
give it C.
no. I'll give it an
C.
A.
A.
I think it's a B.
No, I give it S. I give it S.
I think it's a B.
Okay, then I think B.
All right.
What is this called?
We're not too far off from
Christmas
each other
with
most
Crank.
days.
The crank.
So good.
Okay.
Okay. Now, It's a Wonderful Life.
I'm so sorry to say, but this is F tier for me. I did not like it. It was depressing.
It depressed me too.
I don't think I've ever
I don't
seen
love
it.
it.
It's
I'm
really.
sorry.
I have to vote C because I haven't seen it.
I've never seen it.
It's like a really olden days
So-
movie, so it's hard to even compare.
Well,
but
it's just
I
like,
love
oh,
olden
he's
days movies.
depressed, and then like a ghost.
I think
comes
it's
or
like
something, and
E sharp.
what? It
Oh, I
says
thought
elf.
it said E sharp from here. Okay, sorry. E or D for me, but I haven't seen it in so long. I just remember being really depressed after. I was like, ooh.
C is neutral, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go with C because I
Haven't
Well,
seen
it's
it.
not neutral. It's
No, I
average.
looked at the colors.
I feel like I'm saying something.
It's like
I
neutral.
feel like we're talking about something
Okay.
so controversial. I'm like, should I say this? But we're really just talking about Christmas movies.
It's okay.
I'm like,
Deep breath
Okay,
in.
so then
I don't know
where
if I
does
like
this
this movie.
go?
What?
Where does this go then?
C, D.
Well, we had two C's and you
E,
guys had
F.
that's D or E.
Yeah.
Let's say E. Okay, well, D is with Elf.
No, it's E. Elf is
Okay.
better than that. Come on, give it some cred.
No,
on,
cred for
guys.
Elf.
I need to, I'm
don't-
gonna watch Elf this year, guys. I might like it. I
Please
don't
do.
know.
I go by.
I might like
I'm
it.
telling
to
you,
say
you won't
goodbye.
like it.
Really?
I can tell you right now, you won't like
you
it.
don't know. She likes Mindy Kaling humor.
I
But
don't.
that's
do I.
different humor.
It's
The
not.
feeling
Will
it gives
Ferrell.
me just really.
You
just,
won't like it because it has a bunch of like kind of like gross kind of
Yes.
stuff. You don't.
I don't
like
think
that.
it's
That's
that
why I can't
I
do
do.
it because I have a really
Sensitive stuff.
like overactive.
Yes.
Like I
Okay.
will throw up at many
I don't
things that you
remember
shouldn't throw up
having a
at.
sick stomach at any point watching Elf. I'd like to
Okay,
put a
I'm
legal
curious.
statement
Different
out
person.
there.
I'm curious.
Different person.
Okay, well,
Just
after
so
I
you know,
visit
that
when I
could be
watch
another
it.
outcome.
But
I gotta
Christina
watch
and
it
I are
soon.
similar with that though. I think.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. I'll watch it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Not your boss.
Okay, what about?
All right.
What about? Okay, does anyone remember this? I just went. This is really popular. Charlie Brown Christmas.
Oh, it's so
Oh,
cute.
I remember
haven't seen
hating this
It's
as a kid.
Christmas, Charlie
I was so
Brown.
mad. I'm like, I hate Charlie Brown so much. Our mom always forced us to watch it, and I hated it.
She
Yeah,
definitely
I
stopped
hated it.
because I don't remember
Charlie
it.
Brown.
I don't hate Charlie Brown. I haven't seen it in a
absolutely
long
hate it.
time.
Oh my
I think
gosh, I
I
hate
give
it
it a
so much.
B.
He's such a dopey character.
No,
I
it's
hate Charlie Brown.
They're getting their little Christmas tree.
Oh my gosh, I literally.
I've
hate
never
Charlie
liked
Brown.
any Charlie Brown thing ever, so I'm gonna give it an F.
Wow.
I feel bad. Our mom really liked something like Thanksgiving or something. I don't know. So she would always play it for us, and I'm always sit there and
Yeah,
like,
I
I
hate it.
absolutely hate this.
I think she stopped because I don't remember.
because
it
we
at all.
probably left. because
Okay,
it was
so
so
what would
boring.
you say? If
I
it was
don't
boring.
remember it, and I haven't seen it to my
Okay,
knowledge.
so we have
so
two
I'm-
Fs.
I'm giving it a C.
I feel
A
weird because
B
I'm
and
like,
a
what if
C?
I re-watch
I think you should give
this
it a D.
now?
You
And I'm like,
should.
oh, I don't hate it anymore.
You should.
Okay, this is just
Watch
going
it
off
with
memory.
Barrett.
Yeah.
I don't know. If
It's
I
so
think
cute.
he'll hate
They
it.
have really cute
He better
music
not
in it. They have
betray
really
me.
cute music in it too.
Oh my gosh.
You've heard some of them on the Christmas radio.
Okay, what about the Christmas
Charlie Brown.
Chronicles? Is that a Netflix
Oh,
original?
I like that
Yeah,
one
the
with
one
that
with,
one guy. What's his name?
Oh, Goldie Hawn's husband. Or
And
not
Goldie
husband, they're not
Hawn's
married.
What the heck is his name?
And Goldie Hawn. Oh my
I wanna say
God.
Russell
It's
Crowe.
like, it
Jeff
starts with a
Bridges?
Kurt
No.
Russell. Kurt Russell. That's
I
it.
knew it was close.
Kurt Russell.
Okay.
I would give this movie a B. I didn't
I would too.
love it, but it was good.
Wait, B is don't level. I think.
Yeah.
I
B
was
is,
like,
like,
this was
good.
enjoyable. I want to watch it again, but I'm not like trying to put it on all the time.
I would say
I
a
wouldn't
B.
put it on
I would give it a
purpose,
C.
but I enjoyed watching it.
I'd say a B.
I remember thinking that was really fun to watch. I'll watch it again.
Yeah, I
So
thought it was
this
fun to
B,
watch.
B, C, B.
Yeah.
B.
All right, so it's a B.
Yeah, I think it's well done. It's pleasant. It's fun. It's fresh.
All right, here's a classic that I don't know why. Home Alone.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
like that movie.
Here's the thing. I think that I might have slept through it last time I watched it because of the conflict. And it's just so stressful. No, I realized I fall asleep during movies.
Oh my gosh.
Too stressful.
This is classic 90s where there's like so much mean-spirited stuff in it, which I absolutely hate. That's what I grew up with.
But it's mean-spirited against people that are trying to rob a child.
The kids are really mean-spirited.
They're really mean to
they're bullying
Kevin.
It's so bad.
sad.
No, his siblings bully him.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
gosh,
don't like
it's
that.
so sad.
Okay, so what's the rating?
Okay,
I'll
it is
give it an
funny.
A.
It's funny and entertaining, obviously, but it scared the crap out of me as a kid. I'm like, this is a horror movie.
See, but I thought he was really empowered as a child to fend off 2 criminals.
That's
I was like, good
also
for him.
true, but it was so terrifying.
He took
and he
care
got,
of
like,
his
left
own.
home. Oh my gosh. Just so
Okay.
sad.
Catherine O'Hara, my favorite actress. Isn't she the mom?
Yes.
Oh,
I would say that even though it's really stressful, it is fun.
she's so fun.
And I would give it like a B to my, like, even though I'm like, oh, I'm so stressed, like I enjoy it.
As a Christmas movie, I gotta give it like a C.
I give it like an E. I just
Wait.
don't like it. It's not Christmas. It's just burglary.
What did we say?
B.
E.
C.
A.
Sound like we're
does
doing
that
chords.
A D?
A D.
All right.
I think that's what it means.
I have no clue what that means.
Okay. Taking
know how
it in a
the
different
math works.
direction. Princess Switch.
I give that an A.
Okay. I have an unpopular one.
This is the
I
Vanessa
remember
Hudgens one, right?
actually, yeah, I remember actually being like, when I watched it.
I liked it.
So I think a C.
Okay, this is a hard thing.
I
As
would
an
watch it again.
actual film, I would say utter garbage. But it's
Okay,
funny.
it's not enjoyability.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so low quality. It's confusing. It's like what?
That's what I
But it was like funny to watch it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
supposed to be funny. It's not a comedy.
It's like Hallmark.
well, it's kind of a comedy, but
No,
it's
but
like,
it's not
yeah.
as good as Hallmark.
yeah. So I would, but it was kind of enjoyable to watch it. I would maybe give it like a B actually, or a C.
I gave it a C.
Maybe.
Maybe a D.
From the queen of Hallmark herself.
Literally, guys, don't listen to me because
I don't
Yeah.
understand that.
I just like that it was Vanessa Hudgens.
It's
That
just-
really
But
did
see, I
a
realized
lot.
I
maybe
don't-
because I actually knew the actress
That
was.
did a lot for
I
it.
don't really like her that much.
I don't remember the movie though.
I
Not
think
that I
that's
don't-
probably.
yeah.
I think I liked the aesthetic of it. That's what
Oh,
that
yeah,
made
it's
it more
pretty.
enjoyable. Like they're in this other country, right? And it's like
yeah,
she's
it's
a
pretty.
princess.
It's winter. It's
Yeah.
pretty. It's pretty. It's wintry. It's like enjoyable, but
Yeah.
I don't like it that much.
Yeah, it's really about the vibe. It gives me the vibe, but it's not actually like a great film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's like a C.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, and the last one, which I don't actually know which version we were talking about.
What's the last
we have to
one?
talk about that. Is A Christmas Carol.
What?
There's the animated one.
I'm thinking of
right?
the animated one. That's all I remember.
What's the animated one?
There's an
with, like,
animated
Jim
one with Jim
Carrey.
Carrey.
Oh my gosh, I never saw it.
I think I remember a real person.
I
for some
remember like
reason.
the Mighty
remember
Ducks.
the
Mighty
Mickey
Ducks
Mouse
one.
Yeah, the Mighty Ducks did
The
it.
duck
Not the Mighty
one.
Ducks.
The
Mickey
Mighty
Mouse.
Ducks
Yeah.
did
I
it.
like the Mickey Mouse one.
Ooh,
I like
Tiny
it.
Tim.
I like
Yeah.
that one. I like any version of that. I think it's
I need
pretty
to
good.
see the
I think
Jim
it's a
I would definitely
compelling
watch.
story.
Okay.
It like gives all the drama that I want. Also Christmas feel. I like it.
It's all about like be a good person or you doomed.
We watched a different one as a kid. I don't remember that one. The one I
Well,
watched as a
'cause he's
kid.
sad.
Once again,
Wait,
horror
what
movie.
was it?
It was like a real person one or something? A real person one.
I don't
I do
remember
not
that.
remember. a
Yeah,
real
I remember
person one.
watching it as a kid and being like, "This is terrifying."
I
Another
vaguely
horror
remember.
movie I'm subject to on Christmas.
So wait, what do you give it then? F.
E.
I would give
It's just
it
creepy.
a C. I like the Mickey Mouse one.
I'd give it like an A.
The Mickey Mouse one. Do I remember? That?
I
It was
like all
cute.
of them.
I don't know. It doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'd give it like a D, even though it's classic literature. I'm sorry.
So wait, we have D, A,
C.
E.
E, and
C.
O. Okay, so what is
C,
that?
I think.
A.
Yeah,
She gave
I
it a
like
yes.
it.
She likes the
I
drama.
don't know, like a C.
Yeah, I think it's a C.
probably.
I just like. I needed like some like.
Wait, can we add one more to this?
What?
Which
Yes.
is A Christmas Prince.
What
Yes,
was that?
yes.
Wait, I don't remember
Yes.
what this was.
There was two of those.
The one with Rose something or other, and she goes to the other country, and she's a journalist, but then she gets hired as a tutor, and
I
she's
can't remember this
writing. Is she
very
writing an
well.
article about him while they're doing that? I don't recall.
And then he finds out, I trusted you.
It's something like that.
right?
Wait, remember that one movie that we watched?
Wait. She's doing an expose on him, and then she falls in love with him, and then he
Isn't
finds
that
out.
it?
I don't know about that.
All I know is that she lies.
No, I'm asking. I don't know.
I don't think that's
She
what it was.
is a reporter, but she lies to get the tutoring job, but I don't remember why.
Yeah, she wants to
isn't
tutor
that
so
what
she
she's
can
talking
expose
about?
the palace.
Maybe you're right.
I do remember that.
Or
I
she
think
just
I kind of
wants
like
a
that movie.
job.
Again,
I don't remember the plot
aesthetic.
exactly, but I liked it.
Probably
I thought it
vibe.
was fun.
The vibe gets me in the Christmas
I remember
mood,
all of us
so
were like,
I'll
this
take
is
it.
good.
Yeah,
I don't think it was like...
Saying.
Do
it wasn't,
you?
yeah.
Remember that one movie
Okay,
that we
Lisa.
all watched because it was on Netflix but at different times because it was so wild? The Christmas wedding planner.
Oh, yeah.
Where they
Okay.
plan.
Here's the difference.
Remember.
The Christmas Prince is in like Genovia or some
Yeah.
fictional country. They decorate the crap out of it. It's so vibey. It's like, ooh.
Love it.
Wait, wasn't there also like the Christmas Innkeeper, the one where
There's
they're
that
out
one.
in the country? The inn? That one also had a good aesthetic. So if it looks like visual overload of Christmas, I'll at least participate and enjoy myself. The Christmas wedding planner is like a penthouse in New York with a pink couch. Like it was so like not Christmassy. It was, and then they throw some ornaments in here and there. In my memory, at least, that one.
No, that's when she's
hate
planning
it.
the wedding.
She kisses him in the elevator, right?
No, that's the Christmas
Okay,
kiss.
okay.
Oh, that's the worst.
Guys, we gotta go to
movie of
Sister
all
Spotlight.
time.
We gotta go to Sister
Okay,
Spotlight.
let's read the tier list then. Okay.
All right.
So,
We have one
tier.
S.
S tier, we have The Grinch.
Yes.
A
as it
tier,
should.
we have nothing. Nothing was agreed as an A.
Wow.
B tier, we have Polar Express, Christmas of the Cranks, and the Christmas Chronicles.
Okay.
C tier, we have the Santa Claus, the Princess Switch, A Christmas Carol, and A Christmas Prince.
Oh,
D tier, we have Elf, Charlie Brown Christmas, and Home Alone.
what?
And
my God.
E tier, we have It's a Wonderful Life, and we have no F's.
Oh, we never did the other one. What is it? Miracle on 34th Street.
Because
I've
I've
never seen
I
it.
don't think we've ever seen it.
I just heard of it.
We never voted on that movie we never saw.
Look,
Should we
I just
watch
say,
that one?
People
Wait,
are probably
we-
wondering because it's a classic.
Guys, vote in the comments if you want us to review movies we've never seen and guess what the plot is.
That is
I
a
think
horrible
we should.
idea. Miracle on 34th.
I think we
I
should.
think it's a great idea.
No
I'll
idea.
start my
Okay,
own
we gotta get
podcast.
Sister Spotlight. All right, that was our tier list. Actually, let us know in the comments if you want us to do more of those. That was really fun. I think we should do more. We're gonna get to Sister Spotlight where we have Get Real with Christina, Sappy or Sassy Thoughts with Kath when she's here, Lisa's Corner, Amy's Current Crisis, and Lauren's Take. And this week, the sister, the spotlight shines on is Ding Me.
Oh, I was like, who is it?
It's me.
None of us knew.
It's Get Real with Christina, but we're doing a twist this week. Well, maybe every week. I don't know. I don't remember what we're doing every week, but this week at least we're doing
Get Real with Christina with a twist of line.
Get Real with Christina. Christina explains it all.
Oh. What are you explaining?
Well, the fans, aka you guys,
The patrons.
voted. No, you didn't vote. You actually just
They submitted
your
their cues.
ideas,
Okay.
and I picked one that made sense for. Not with our theme today. It
For
just
her
made
to
sense
teach
for
about?
me today,
All right.
which was because we got a lot of comments on this one, which makes perfect sense. A bunch of you guys wanted me to explain, so I'm gonna do like a 5-minute explanation.
Oh, wow.
You wanted me to explain the Myers-Briggs personality.
Oh.
Because they're like, you guys talk about this all the time. So I thought, what's the most basic way I could
5
explain
minutes.
Yeah,
All right,
wow.
That's
hit
why
it.
I'm going to do the most
Let's
basic
hear it.
thing.
All right.
Okay.
Let's
luck.
try.
Here's my most basic explanation. There is a group of personality types called the Myers-Briggs personality types, which is like, whatever. Not gonna
How many
touch.
types are there?
There are 16 types, and they are generally put into 4 different categories, and each type has 4 letters. If you're already overwhelmed, just wait, just hang with
click.
me here. Here we go. So listen. Each type has 4 different letters, right? So you have 1, 2, 3, 4. They go in a certain order. Now, of each of those, there are only 2 options for each one. So there's the first one is I versus E. The second one, N versus N or S. The next one, F or T. And the last one, P or J. And I'll tell you what those are as well. And then I'll tell you the 4 categories. That's kind of all we're going to do today. So the first one is E or I. That's extrovert or introvert. And it's kind of hard to explain, but it's kind of like about how you get your energy, how you recharge, sometimes how you express yourself, but it's a little bit, that's kind of a sticky one.
Yeah.
But really, to really, if you have an E before certain ones, like if you were ENFP or INFP, those are two different ones. And you may be like, I feel more like an extrovert, but actually the INFP personality type, the way that type lives in the world and the things they value may go with you more. So that's maybe how you figure it out. It's kind of hard to explain, but we'll get into it. Well, we won't get to the day. We'll do another day. So okay. E versus I, introvert, extrovert, kind of confusing. It has nothing really to do with how outgoing you are.
Yeah, because there's outgoing introverts and there's introverted extroverts.
So that's not exactly what it is. Okay, N versus S.
This one's the hardest for me to explain.
Oh, for me it's the easiest, I think.
This is a little hard to explain.
Sorry.
N, this is about kind of the way like your brain is like organized almost. The lens you see things through, I would say. So one way I heard of saying it was like N's often see more like vibes and things like that versus S's are more like concrete. So they're more like into aesthetic physical things in the world, where N's can be a lot more someone in their head with concepts. It's a little hard. It's really hard to explain, but when you break them down to each just one little thing, it's kind of confusing. When you put them all together in one person, it really comes together. If you get really deep into the cognitive functions we're not going to get into, then it really goes like, oh my gosh, that makes so much sense. But anyway, N versus S.
That's a hard one.
Aesthetic, not meaning that they're perfectly aesthetic with everything they do, but they're generally more interested in it and more.
Well, they'll notice it more.
They'll notice it more, and they'll be generally living their life in that way so that they're just better at it. They just do it all the time. I don't know how to explain that, but that's it for now. Then there is F or T. This is feeling or thinking, and it's confusing because it doesn't mean you don't think.
Everyone
if you're an
feels
F,
and everyone thinks.
or you don't think. You don't think if you're an F or you don't feel if you're a T. But basically it's like how you make decisions. Do you think about everyone else involved, or do you just kind of go straight to logic, facts? That's a really broad way to describe it. And then, but I feel like, I could just describe each one of these in so much more depth and try not to simplify it so much, because then people are going to be like, no, you didn't say this, is this. And I'm like, I'm just saying a really, really broad thing.
This is just an overview.
It's like the most broad thing. Then the last one is J versus P. I feel like this is the most easy for me to explain. J's, like a plan, a schedule, structure. They want to know what they're getting into before they get into it. They really like keeping structured and planned. And they don't tend to just love doing everything spontaneously. They just really want to get some structure. Tend to be more like early on time.
Also, they think ahead.
Yeah.
And they really like to think ahead and be like, this. P's like to do things like
live in the moment,
on the fly. They're like, oh yeah, I could go with the flow. They don't need to know like what's the plan before we do this. They don't always need to know the plan. It doesn't mean they never want to know the plan, but they're not like living and dying by a plan like a J can. Now let me take this another step. So say that you are a J. I believe that anyone in any of these, this is just my personal, I don't know what everyone else thinks, but my personal thing is that if you're a J, you can really develop the opposite of you, the P side. So you can try to become more easygoing and flexible over time, which I have had to do. Both my parents are P's. It was really tough. Nick is a P, my husband, and both of his parents are J's. Wow. So Nick and I are both like in the middle of J and P. I'm like,
you both had it rough.
Yeah, I could go with the flow, but I'm like, but I do like a plan. I'm not like, some people are like J, which I do think I am a strong J, but not quite there. So let me tell you the four kind of categories people put these 16 into, and then we'll just stop there. I could talk about this forever.
Yeah, we should do a series.
And then we should say what we are, and then we'll end it. So the four, generally speaking, so if you combine all these four, well, it's 8 options. It's
all the combos.
2, in all the different configurations of 4 in that order of the IE, blah, blah, etc. Then you get 16 different personalities, and there are 4 groupings of 4. So the first one is in NTs. So anyone with an N and T in the center. That would be like INTJ, ENTJ, ENTP, INTP, those 4. Because NTs tend to have a similar way of operating and looking at the world. Lisa and I are both NTs, actually. Similar, like robotic way.
Methodical.
Analytical.
Okay.
Yes, analytical.
Next one is NFs. ENFP, INFP, ENFJ, INFJ.
Boom.
CAF is an NF. They have a similar way of looking at the world as well, and it's more of like the cause. living for the cause.
It's
and
mushy-feely.
More touchy-feely and like kind of flowery, and tends to love, appreciate
Do-gooding.
Yeah.
poetry and literature more than your average person. Not that everyone doesn't, just that extra thing. It's like
They tend to lean that way.
Here's the thing. Every that I've ever met, especially like insert, everyone that I've met is like, I love journaling, and at one point I wrote poetry or songs, all of them. That does not go for every person in the world, I can tell you that. I love writing poetry. I love writing songs or writing stories. It's interesting. Next one is SJs. This is ESFJ, ISFJ, ESTJ, ISTJ. Now that is these two.
Hey.
Now SJs have another similar way of looking at the world, and they tend to be, now this is interesting if you think of them. Well, more Lauren than Amy. You more fit into it a little more in the mold. But they really like to more follow the crowd and like keep up with social norms and such. Now, our family and our parents are really not that at all, because our parents are an NF and an NT.
Anti.
Opposite of that. So it's interesting to be an SJ living in that. It really takes you out of that classic SJ
But
mold.
it gives you balance.
But it's like your core.
Yeah.
Would
it's
you
just
say?
like you want to have the rules and the structure so you know like what you're supposed to do.
SJs tend to say, guys, we need to follow the rules.
And like,
Oh
are we
my
allowed to do
gosh,
this?
Are we going to get in trouble?
husband-
Am I going to get arrested?
we need to follow the rules.
My
guys.
husband says that all the time. You're supposed to enter at the enter sign. Don't go through the exit door. I'm like, who cares? Literally, who cares?
And then the last one is SPs. So this is ESFP, ESTP, ISTP, ISFP. Danny's an SP. So is our brother Michael. I didn't even mention the boys, but we don't have any in this room right now. But SPs tend to be like really into things with their hands, like just picking up anything. Like, oh, I'm going to learn to sew today. I'm going to get into photography. I'm really into cooking. I just throw things together. I don't even need to follow a plan, blah, 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 whatever. And then really into like adventure.
They love to try a new thing.
Yeah, trying new things and that kind of thing.
I feel like it's
Playing
not
a
that
bunch
deep.
of instruments, just picking up an instrument.
With them, I'd say it's not that deep, but in a good way, where they're like, I'll just try something. It's not that deep. I'll just jump in. They're like,
Yeah.
they're not going to sit in their head and be like, what
and like
if it doesn't
plan
go
everything
right?
out and just wait.
Bless
They're
They
just like
just
jump.
They just start. Yeah, they don't need the rule book, the instruction manual. They just do it.
So that's how they live their life. Versus you don't live your life jumping into
I
everything.
never jumped
I've
into
never
anything.
jumped into anything.
I'll jump into something
Ever.
in private where I can fail in my room with no one watching.
But
Yeah, I feel that.
So that's we're going to stop there. That's my whole overview. I have so much more I would love to say. It's such a passion, but that's my overview. Also, I would love to do one. Maybe we can do this at some point. If we do a whole episode on this, let us know if you guys want. We should do a whole episode.
We should.
Yeah.
were you just-
I was just singing Taylor's.
All this
I look over and I see. I'm like, what the heck is
I
happening?
don't know where I went.
Okay,
Ay,
my
ay,
point
ay.
is, guys, let us know if you want a whole episode. I would love to do one, and I would love to do like.
Oh wait, we should say our types. We were
Oh
gonna say
yeah,
that.
but wait, let me say this. I want to do a whole episode, and I want to do because I have a great argument. I've looked up when I got into this. I
gosh.
looked up all the arguments
Scared.
against it because I don't want to believe in something that's like totally debunked by everything. So I
Yeah.
looked up all the arguments against it. They were trash, utter trash. So I would love to tell you guys all the arguments against it and my arguments against those arguments.
Wait, the
'Cause
why
I'm
it's
passionate
like
about it.
obsolete?
Yeah, people saying, "Oh, it's just whatever." I
Yeah.
have great arguments
Look,
against this. I would love to share
I've
them.
become more and more skeptical against personality types as life goes by, but I believe in this. I do.
I
Lisa's a
agree.
skeptic.
Well, just the more mainstream they get, the more diluted they become.
That's
But
true.
I do think this one at the core, it makes sense. It does.
So let's say our types.
I'm an INTP.
I'm an ENTJ.
ISFJ.
ESFJ. Wow.
ASFJ.
I was trying to think also, our family does not have an ESTJ, an ENFJ, an ISTP, an ISFP. I think that's all
That's
we're
it.
missing.
Yeah.
I had an
We almost-
INFJ.
Or an INFJ, yeah. We
That's
almost
5?
have all of them. No. Oh, yeah.
We have 11. We have
We have an
13 members,
overlap
but we have
of a
11
few.
types.
Yeah.
Well,
Wait, what do we have that's overlapped? Dad and Nick, ENTP.
Christina or Catherine Joey.
Catherine and Joey.
That's it.
ENFP.
that's it.
Wow. Everyone else has their own thing.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Cool.
It's really cool when you have a family that has almost all the types, because then you're like,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah.
You have lived with almost every type. That's pretty rare. Okay, that's pretty cool. So anyway, that was it. Not going to go on forever because got to cut it off at some point, but I would love to do a whole episode on this. So
Oh, yeah.
I think we should. All right. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Patreon, for supporting us. You guys are the best. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
We love ya.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Cimorelli podcast. Follow Cimorelli on Spotify and subscribe on YouTube. You can also find Cimorelli on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram.